Hey guys, Trivial here. I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about a speculation that I have for the content that might be coming to Cyberpunk 2077 in the future. This is regarding Delamain, and this is a one-liner that could mean nothing, but it could mean everything for the game. I usually drive the faster cars. I like cruising around, and I don't really explore cars that I've discovered early on in the game. And because I did finish all the Delamain quests quite early in my playthrough, I didn't really mess with it too much. But I did want to explore and see the interior of Delamain again, so I did call Delamain, and this is a line that caught my attention. So I will show you the video really quickly.
Pleasure to share the road with you today, sir.
Hey, how have you been?
Very well, thank you. I feel today will prove an exceptional day.
Oh yeah? Any reason why?
I've made a breakthrough in my research and development that will allow the Delamain network to spread its wings, to spread its wings, to spread its wings.
That does sound exceptional.
I won't bore you with the details. After all, no one likes a chatty driver. We'll talk again soon.
So, as you can see, Delamain is in a great mood, and not by accident. I'm not sure if this is because of the choices I've made in the Delamain questline playthrough, but I did decide to give Delamain full control. Spoiler alert. You can do other things, and your choices do have an impact, but I did give Delamain the full control of his fleet again. I was rewarded with a Delamain car, and Delamain says that he made a breakthrough in his research and development that will allow the Delamain network to spread its wings. Now, if you paid attention to traffic in Cyberpunk, in Night City, you'll see all of these AVs that are going around. Now, there are individual cars, or I guess smaller air vehicles, and there are the transporters. So, could this mean that we are gonna get flying cars in Cyberpunk? Because this would change the dynamic of the game completely. And hear me out. This is a big stretch, but developers, as you know, they had really big ambitions for the game. And one of the things that I think they never finished, but they have worked on, I believe, is public transport, which is the bus that goes on a monorail, and flying vehicles. Now, we do encounter one mission with Pan Am, where we take down the air vehicle, and the whole thing happens, which means that the air vehicles and flying cars have been implemented in the story, and my speculation is that they worked on it, but they didn't have enough time, which might mean that in the future we will either get a free DLC that will include that, or they're working on opening up more vertical exploration. Because what air vehicles and flying cars would do is it will open up so much in terms of exploration of Night City. Because if you think about it, you have a lot of these people that use the power jump and double jump to reach some crazy places that I don't know if you're even supposed to reach on foot. But if you think of it in terms of air vehicles and flying cars, it makes total sense. So there are helipads on some of the missions when you're on top of buildings. There are air vehicle approaches on certain buildings for the med team. There is almost passenger pickup places at one of the coasts where you have 3 spots where the AVs actually fly down, and when you try to jump on top, you have the barbed wire which will not let you get in. I did see that somebody managed to jump on top of one air vehicle and basically saw the whole city, and that gives me hope. It really does. I think there is something to it, and developers really... I can't stress enough how many times I've heard them say verticality. And right now, yes, there is some kind of verticality because you have the mega buildings, you kind of go to your apartment. There are some places that, you know, you connect to a garage, which is their slight implementation of verticality, but I think there is a lot more that they will explore, and there is a huge opportunity for that. And I'm hoping that Night City gets more vertical exploration, because that's one thing that I really liked. And, you know, the whole system of climbing stuff and, you know, reaching new heights is just sounds super exciting. And let me know in the comments what you think, because there is really something that caught my attention when I heard Delamain say, "I've made a breakthrough in my research and development that will allow the Delamain network to spread its wings." And when you think about it, there is a huge demand in Night City for automated extraction. So it really makes sense for Delamain to have these things work, because you are able to reach all these different heights, and Delamain would just basically facilitate a taxi service that will take you up top of buildings, on top of clubs, and, you know, all these different things that you can explore. Also, another thing that actually slightly gives me an idea of this happening is when you're playing the Nomad playthrough, and when you take the tank, you're actually floating. And there is a mechanic of that floating tank. The movements are much more different than driving a standard vehicle, obviously, but that maybe means that they are already developing like movements in the air and navigating through air or driving through air. So that's another thing that I can think on top of my head that might indicate either a DLC or added content that's going to enable flying vehicles and air vehicles. Let me know what you think. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will keep exploring. I have a lot of new things that I wanted to talk about regarding Cyberpunk. Now that I actually finished the game once, I really took my time. I did all the side missions, all the side quests, all the storylines. I really tried, and I tried my hardest to explore as much as I can on foot. And there is so many things that you can drive to, that you can walk to, run to, jump on. But having flying cars, guys, it's just gonna completely change the game. Anyway, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.